Hi, I'm Tinny from Any Bowl Design, and today is Tuesday. And I'm out in the factory because this is a good quiet place to shoot video. Sue's in the house cooking and Beth's doing housework and shipping, and it's a little noisy in there. Plus, Zeke keeps bothering me and interrupting my video, so that's the reason why I'm shooting out here, where it's cool and quiet. Now, I came out this morning, had, I don't know, 2 or 3 orders, and I got all the stuff made and got those out. Had to stop and build some lids, but I'm all done now, and Beth's shipping that. And then I went to work on my proto stove. Now, I made the first proto yesterday, and it was heavy. It didn't perform that well. It wasn't that well thought out, but it gave me some seed knowledge. So this morning I came out after thinking about it all night and made the next proto. Now, the parameters for this are very simple, literally. It's got to be very light, extremely compact, and extremely simple. Something that you can use to bake or cook or simmer or whatever. Now I've traded off time for simplicity. It's not as hot as it could be, although I could make it hotter probably and add very little weight. But I've got it set up so you could change the wick and simmer and bake with it, no problem. Or you can put a longer wick in and be fairly hot. Not crazy hot, but fairly hot. And I've really simplified the feed system down to the absolute basics, and I found that works pretty well. Had to go back to some old technology to do it. This stove is what I would call a snorkel stove, in that although it's bottom feed, it has a tube in the center that brings the fuel all the way up to the top of the felt. So when you fuel it, if you fuel it slow, the alcohol will come out at the very top and slowly fill the entire cavity all the way down to the bottom until the top starts to get wet. And if you stop there and let off the bottle, since the snorkel is at the very top, it doesn't pull any alcohol back into the bottle because it's at the top, not at the bottom. Dumb technology, but it works. So now you've got a stove full of alcohol right to the bottom. And when you let off the bottle, it stays full. That allowed me to use just a simple nipple cap without an SS remote or anything like that. And the cap I'm using is a heat bottle cap, so you don't even have to have a fuel bottle. You just bring your bottle of heat with you. And that works just fine. You take your regular heat bottle cap off, screw this on, set up the stove, and go. This is what the whole thing fits in. And weighs a little less than 2 ounces with the carry case and everything. Fits virtually anywhere. So I've got some video of this stove, so let's look at the video. yeah, you can see pretty simple. And it burns about, if you fuel it, slowly fuel it and let it fill all the way to the bottom, it burns roughly 5 minutes between fuel and it takes just a few seconds to fuel it. That's where I am right now. I've skeletonized everything underneath and changed a few things on top and lengthened the snorkel. And I may lengthen the silicone a little bit more to give me a little more volume, but that's a basic stove. Now, you do have to have a pot stand with it. That's the one drawback. But pot stand will fit in a cup. Pot stands are hollow. They'll slide over a pot. There's virtually, pot stands don't take up any space. You can whine about a pot stand, but basically it'll slide over a cup or go inside of a cup, or you can keep your socks in it or whatever. So pot stands aren't a problem. You can also use 3 tent pegs in the ground or 3 rocks, or there's an infinite number of ways to get around the pot stand problem. Now, the stove I made before that, that went in the Altoid can, bottom line was just too complicated, too many parts. I had 6 legs to lose and all kinds of stuff, and just too complicated. Good stove, too complicated. This one is much, much simpler. So let me know what you think, and I'll continue to work on the prototype. I'm Tinny from Mini Bowl Design. Try to have a really great day, and try to have some fun today. You deserve it. Bye-bye.